What's going on, people? What's going on? What's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out.
Hey,
We
everybody.
what's going on? We in the building. That's all I can tell you. We are in the building. Moving a little, not really slow today, but we're in the building. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We're trying to keep this thing rolling. I like consistency. Some changes are coming. So we got to do what we do. We just got to do what we do. In the meantime, between time, y'all know who I am. I'm saying me. I'm sitting here with my girl. Who am I sitting with?
Johnetta Dixon,
Jonetta.
aka Netta.
Oh Lord Jesus, why you got to do all that?
And
Is it a song called "Why You Got to Do All That"?
I don't think so. I've never
Oh,
heard that song
oh,
before.
okay. We'll make something up in a minute. Hey, I'm just saying. I don't know. I thought it was a song. Say, why you got to do all that? I don't know. I could be wrong. Shoot.
I've never heard that
I'm
song
just
before.
saying. Why you got to do all that? Why you got to be like that? Something I don't know. Shoot. Who knows? But in the meantime and in between time, how you week and how you been? What's up?
I've been great, Sam. I haven't been doing too much of nothing. I've been waking up every day. I've been able to go to work, get that in and over with, come home, kick it with hubby, cook, eat, all that good stuff. So everything been great on my end.
Good, good,
How
good.
yours?
Listen, I'm
Busy.
thankful and grateful to be alive. God is good. My week has been wonderful. My weekend was phenomenal. Shout out to my girl Bet, in North Carolina. Oh, there he go. There go my brother.
Hey, brother.
Listen, I ain't no player.
Player, player.
Listen, I am not a player. I love you, brother. I love you, but I ain't no player. We in the building. That's all I know. I'm glad you're doing better though, and moving around, and your knee is coming around. So we
Yeah.
can get back to breaking it down with side piece. I left home, and we got to get ready. We got to get ready. So with my side piece, so we got to break it down. That's why your knee hurt in the first place, because you was breaking it down on the side piece song. Lord Jesus, my brother went hard in the paint and hurt his knee. But
Mm.
anyway, but that's how we do it. Thanks for tuning in, my brother. But ain't nobody no players up in here. We just making it happen. But in the meantime, I had a great weekend. It was wonderful. We had a good time. Just seeing friends, people that I had already met, and then meeting new people, and it's just like, and seeing my friend. Yeah, I met some new people. Um,
What?
oh yeah, I met. Did you hear what I said? I met new people. Okay. I didn't say they were new friends. I said I met some new people. Let's make it
Yeah.
plain.
Yeah.
Um, so note that. But in the meantime, between time, we had a good time. We had a real good time. It was
Good.
Yvette Stanford Hayes and James Hayes did a wonderful job with meeting and greeting everybody, and it was good. It was good. Hey, what's going on, Tracy? Thanks for
Hi,
tuning
Tracy.
in, and I missed your uh 1913 week. But happy Founders Day to my sister, because I got several in my family that are Delta. So happy Founders Day to you. And I hope everything went well, and I hope you've been doing good. But yeah, we were in North Carolina this past weekend. It was Martin Luther King birthday and stuff. I mean, not week, but day. I got you. But y'all celebrate the whole month, the whole week, 24 hours, 365. All your life, you're celebrating Delta Sigma Theta. So I just want to give a shout out to you all on that day that it was your Founders Day. Because, my sister, I got a sister, and I got a niece, and I got two cousins. So, I had to give them a shout out too. And you are so welcome. But yeah, we did. The weather was good. Yeah, I know. See, Tracy, I know I ain't lying, because y'all 24 hours, 365, and all that 7 days a week. You do what you do. But I get it. I understand it. Put the time in. Got to do what it do. Celebrate it. Why not? But the weather was okay. It was decent. Didn't rain. We flew down and we drove back. The drive wasn't that bad. I don't like driving anything over, pretty much over 4 hours unless I absolutely positively have to.
Right.
So, but other than that, life is good. God is good. My week has been good. Courtney is good. She and I are doing some things together, about to. She's making some moves and I'm making some moves. So we all making moves over here.
Facts. Facts.
And back to Phil to my player. No, that ain't it. We're just living life and having a great time. Things are, it is what it is. That's all I got to say. So when I get off net, I get to tell you some scoop, some
Okay.
stuff that's going on.
Cool.
Oh, and I got to call. We got to do the 3-way with brother because we got to tell him. I got to tell him too because I forgot. Something happened in Carolina, but it was good though. It's all good. Woo! It was all
You
good.
been holding back information.
Listen,
OMG.
I forgot. I've been busy. Trying to catch up. I got a lot on the table right now because
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot. Your birthday coming up. We're getting ready to
Right.
celebrate your 50th birthday. Everybody
There
can't come, but everybody will be there.
you go.
So Tracy, you can come. Tracy,
Come
make
on,
sure you
Tracy.
show up.
Come on, Tracy. Come
We'll make
through.
sure we'll inbox you the information so you can show up. Here you go. Listen, I'm making my then you need to bring
Please.
brought me some, Phil. Dang. You should have brought me some, brother. Hey.
Oh, he making that now.
Yeah, you know what too? How about you take some to work tomorrow and I ride down there and pick it up? How about that? Hey, Tracy says she want to be our friend.
Hey.
Hey, Tracy, you know what I've been saying for a long time. No new friends, but we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Hey, Phil, Tracy said, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all know y'all my peoples. Tracy, we go way back. We just gotta, but look for the inbox. I'm gonna inbox you the information for the birthday party. Netta's birthday party, and I want you to show up. Make sure you be in the building.
In the building.
February 18th, because it's going down. Everybody can't come. Everybody can't come. Look. Exactly. We're gonna have to put you against
Give
the
me an
panel.
application.
We're gonna have to put you up against the panel. GGP. We got to put you up against the GGP panel to see if you worthy of being a part of the group. You know what I'm saying? Because we are very selective about who we let in the corners. Hey, Tracy, Phil said, what's up? And hey, so Phil, take me some of that turkey chili to work and I'll come down there and pick it up tomorrow. Because I got to get out. I got to run an errand somewhere. So I'll swing by, but I'll let you know. But in the meantime, we had a great time. We had a great time. It was just clean, fun, no, I had to check somebody one time. Here's the thing. Okay, it's hard out here for a pimpette. Let me say that first of all. They trifling. Ain't no decent men out there these days. They lie. They send a representative to the table instead of bringing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get to a point and you realize and you see it, it's like you take a step back and then you move forward and you take a step back and you move forward. So anyway, we down there chilling and kicking it and having a good time and crazy. These people are absolutely crazy. This one guy was like, yeah, I know you. I was like, you don't know me because I don't know you. He was like, yeah, your name Firecracker. That's what they call me, Firecracker or Sandpaper. It depends on the day. So he was like, yeah, you Firecracker. I've been watching you and I've been wanting to try to, get my, how long. I was like, pump them brakes right there. That's what I'm gonna have to tell you. Sometimes and we talking about relationships. That's the reason why I'm talking about this is because I'm bringing up the fact about relationships. Sometimes you just got to be blunt. People can't read between the lines. People don't know what you're thinking. People don't know what you're saying. Just be straightforward.
Right.
I ain't got time for you. Yes, Tracy, that side right there, sometimes it comes out. Every once in a while, the sandpaper will come out. I try to keep her in. And I've been doing good. I really have, because that's that new piece of me that I had to let go, somewhat, but every once in a while it'll flare back up. Not intentionally, but and then I have to apologize because I'm like, that's not the person that I want to be or am anymore. We all go through things. We go through phases or stages or whatever. But something causes it. It just don't happen by itself. So I had, I had to let that, that sandpaper piece slide to the rear, and bring up the one that's always smiling. Because I'm like, keep a smile on my face, baby. We are good to go. So we down there chilling, kicking it. Dudes like, I know you, you firecracker and you this, that, and the other. And I said, hold up, wait a minute. There would be no me and you, bud. Firecracker don't want you. Firecracker ain't trying to holler at you. So you need to get Firecracker off your brain. And not to mention, he was funny. I wished I just would have taken a picture and showed it to you and brother because y'all would have been rolling. Y'all would have been rolling. But it's like, no. So my point is you have to put people in place sometimes. You just have to tell them that people can't read between the lines when you're talking about a relationship or when you're in a relationship. So you can't read between the lines. It ain't no, well, I told them or they should have known, I told her brother. What you told my brother what? It's stuff like that. I'm not saying nobody told my brother, but I'm just saying, how you gonna tell somebody else, but you ain't telling the person that you supposed to be? So I had to tell him, but I'm gonna need you to go to sleep and wake up in the morning with firecracker not on your brain because that ain't gonna happen. That ain't it ain't gonna happen. But it was funny. We had a good time, and so it was good. So in a relationship, does age matter? Does the age difference matter? And the only reason why I ask is because, okay, I'm 57. I'm about to be 58. Somebody, wants me to meet their father, and he's older, and I'm like, sweet baby Jesus. Now let me don't. Tracy says age does matter, but here's my thing with that: if age matters, if they're in good condition, they keep themselves, they work out, they don't drink or smoke or anything, but they work out. Does it matter? Does it matter? Because I met him already, so I know who he is. I know what he looks like, kind of handsome and all that other stuff, but he is older, and it's like more than 10 years older. So if I'm 57 and he's 10 years older, more than 10 years older than me, would that be an issue to be in a relationship with somebody that's much older than you? What about his libido? What about, I mean, if he in good shape, in good condition, and everything is going well, and I know somebody that's in that relationship right now, and their mate is much older, and they are young, but they're like 50 something. So, but they're older. They're like 60 something, 12, 13 years older than this person. And there's an issue with her partner's sex drive. But why? Is it because of the age? Is it because they may not be in condition? Or, I mean, what is it? Does age matter when you get into a relationship? Should it matter when you're in a relationship? Never.
So, for me, I've never looked at age as, affecting the relationship or, what's going on, because you date first and, you get to know that person during the dating process. And so from there, you'll know if you want to move forward. So it really doesn't really matter about their age in that process to me. Luckily I'm married and, TD is what 4 years older than me. So that's not far. But if he was older, I don't think that would have mattered for me.
Tracy said her cutoff. She said she'll date up, not down, for sure. But her cutoff age is 65, and she's 53. I think that's a good range. I mean, but what if he's 70, Tracy? Would you date a 70-year-old?
And if you wouldn't, why?
I couldn't date either. I couldn't, and the reason why I couldn't date a 30-year-old is because that's my child's age. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It's like, why am I, and here's another issue that I have too with that. My thing is, yeah, he listening to Lil Baby and I'm listening to, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm listening to Frank and Beverly and he listening to some wop, 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 wop. You know, there is a difference. But another thing is because you supposed to be in a relationship with me and you loving me and doing all that other stuff, but you looking at my child because she your age. You
Right.
know, that could happen too.
Right.
So does age matter? Because the guy in particular that they want me to meet is 70 years old. I'm 57. And I don't know how that's gonna work because I like to do things. Heck, I was dating somebody that was my age and they ain't like you would have thought they were 70. I'm just saying. You would have thought they were 70 years old, but but they were my age. Um, I'm very active. I like to do things. Tracy said 79. I just see him slowing down at 70. She said her dad is 74. So how does your dad move about? Does he, get up and get going? Now the guy I'm talking about is in some excellent shape and he don't look too bad. And he works out. So he keep himself. He don't look 70, but he is definitely 70, but he does not look 70. Could I date him? I don't know. I'd go out to dinner and see what it's like. But I mean, like you said, Netta, it's all about dating, trying to see the compatibility and all that other stuff. And even if it works. She
Right.
says, my dad does nothing but go fishing. See, couldn't be with me. Because, I'm very mobile. I like to
Yeah.
move around. I like to travel. I just like doing things. And I don't know, I'm not saying I won't. I'll go out on a date with them and I'll see what the conversation is like. That's the least I could do. But I
Yeah.
don't
Give him
know.
a chance.
Does excuse me?
Give him a chance.
Yeah,
Not just judge him off his age, but
right.
give him a little shot just to, because you might be surprised. Like, wow, okay, you gonna have me running, running for my money. Okay, you just never know. But
Yeah,
if you judge him off his age and don't even give him a shot, it's gonna be all in your head. Like he was just too old. He was just too old. But he might not be too old. That's his age. You know.
yeah. It's and it is difficult and it is um hard out to be trying to a single woman trying to date people that just they lie so much. You don't know what you get.
Yeah.
But the older they are, the more stable they that you find out that they are as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're in a better place mentally, maybe not always physically, but they are in a better place mentally the older they are.
Yeah.
Uh, because someone my age, you still want what I call a thought. You still want to try to chase the draws, or there are some men that are that I know factually that that's what they're doing. Um, that's sugar daddy vibes, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I feel you. But there are men that's my age. I mean, I personally know them and they want younger women, but how long does that last? You know what I'm saying? What are the benefits? You might give her nice things or buy nice things, but that one that's doing for you, that's taking care of you and handling you and making sure everything is good, that ain't the one you want. You want that thought,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's gonna break it down. At 74, my dad believes women should be seen, not heard. He can't go back to the dark ages because it's a little too late, Tracy.
Right. Right, Tracy.
Um,
Right.
what's going on, AJ? Thanks for
Hey,
tuning
AJ.
in. Girl, we up here talking about, does age matter in a relationship? And if so, why? What's your limit? How old would you date somebody? How old does that person have to be if you date them? I don't know. I would not, I'm like Tracy, I'm not gonna date no 30-year-old. Um,
Yeah, I don't think that I would date a baby either.
I
Um,
would date a
if
50-year-old.
I was available, I definitely wouldn't date a baby. I wouldn't even give him a chance. It ain't no dating. It ain't no nothing with no child. Because
My
30 year
thing
old,
is,
that's child.
why is it so easy for us, for women, to say, no, we're not doing it. But yet a man will be like, oh yeah, 35, 40. Oh yeah. And he 55, 56, 57, 58. They'll date a 30-year-old or whatever, or 35 or 40-year-old. And then when things go awry, oh, she was too young. She was too young. But,
Exactly.
you spent all that time with her. You knew she was too young before you even got involved with her, but you did it anyway. For what reasons? For the
I
reasons.
think I think men is different from a lot different from women on a mind thought process. I mean, they looking at the physical. The physical turns them on. It don't matter how old they are. They going in. Women, we don't too much do that. We might look at some pockets. Depending on who you are, but we're not looking at the physical, and that's what's turning us on to that person.
Right. And I agree, Tracy. Tracy said, because men want to live out their fantasies. And with a younger woman, they have that opportunity, possibly that opportunity to live out a fantasy with that person. Now, I knew somebody that was in a relationship and she was older. She was like 60 and he was like 47, you
Mhm.
know, something like that. He had fantasies. He had fantasies and he had fantasies with her, but she was much older. Phil says because most men, when the woman is younger, it's a physical attraction. Well, heck,
Right.
Phil, I don't think I look too bad at my age. I'm just saying. I think physically, I think Netta look good. I think, as women, I think we look,
Okay. Thank you.
we walk what, put it this way. I can back up my stuff, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Um, I know what I can do and how I can do it. And I know I can um look the part when I get ready. I ain't going everywhere all the time and dressing up and trying to, look this way and that way until I get him on my arm, then that's a different story. But she was 60 something and he's like 47, and he wanted to live out his fantasies through her. She was trying to accommodate that, but he was much younger. There we go with the youngness again. He was a young man trying to live out his fantasies with an older woman, and she was trying to fulfill his fantasies. Now, am I gonna say she was right or wrong? No, I'm not gonna say whether or not she was right or wrong, but I don't know if I would help you live out of your fantasies if you were much younger than me. Been there and done that.
When you say live out your fantasies, give me an example.
Okay, let's see. Let me see. An example like anything happens behind closed doors, and I'm that kind of person. If it happens behind closed doors, then it stays there. You don't need to be telling nobody your business.
Hmm.
But the thing is, if you want me to role play, uh,
Okay,
dress up in some kind of way,
I
uh,
understand.
tie my hands behind my
You
back,
saying sexual fantasy?
yeah, sexual
Okay, gotcha,
fantasies.
gotcha.
Because any other fantasies, what other fantasies could there be with the younger man or a younger woman? It's all me. This is my thought process. It's about sex. Like Phil said, it's the physical piece. That physical piece leads to sexual relations.
Yes.
So it's for me and to me, it's all sex. It's about sex, and that's what fantasies are. I can fantasize with my eyes closed about how fine Michael B. Jordan is. Good Lord, and I'm up here
Now wait a
fantasizing.
minute. Hold on.
I'm
Facebook gave
just
him to
saying,
me.
fantasizing about what he can do to me and I can do to him. It ain't number sex. I mean,
Right.
so I'm not fantasizing about anything else with a younger man. I'm just fantasizing about the sexual pleasures that I can get from him because he's young, and that's what I feel she was with him. She was fantasizing about, he was fantasizing about some things that he wanted her to do because he was younger and he was trying to see if she could, play his fantasies out. And I don't know if she did or didn't, but it is what it is. But I don't particularly want to be dating somebody 30,
Mm.
maybe not even 45 either. And I know that's just a 12 years younger than me, but I don't want nobody 45 either. My age range is 50 and up. What's my cutoff? I don't know. We working on it. That's all I can say. We're working on it. But I think relationships are hard and difficult, but it's like anything else. If you got to work at it. I mean, it's just like a friendship, relationships with friends. You got to work at it. If you don't want to work
Yeah.
at it, don't do it. So
Right.
it is what it is. Do what it do.
I
My
agree.
other thing is that, I was watching, since we're talking about relationships, it's like how can you be in a relationship and then all of a sudden you cause harm to that person, whether or not it's physical harm. We had a conversation over this weekend about moving forward, moving on, getting over people, and some said there was a whole lot of us, and it was like, well, this is how you're over them. This you ain't over this person because of that, But at the end of the day, 65 is your cutoff. Yeah, you right, brother. You right. 65 my cutoff. Because anything else would be uncivilized.
Mm.
But so we were sitting there talking, and we was talking about relationships and all that other stuff. And then, you know, people can't tell you, and we talked about this too. People can't tell you about your relationship unless they were part of it, that they were in it, or whatever the case may be. It's easier and it's easy to say, because somebody was getting not really in their feelings, but upset or mad or anything like that. They really weren't. But the thing about it is they had great points. Why would I want to be in a conversation or be in the presence or have somebody around me knowing that they cause some kind of harm to me? Why would you even want to be around that person? You know, And if I'm your bestie or whatever the case may be, your ride or die or whatever, why would you even want to be in the company of them if I had an issue with them? If there's some sort of threat, or they made me feel some kind of way, or they did something to me, why would you want to be in their presence? I mean, we're talking about a relationship here. We're talking about, because this person was in a relationship. They was actually married, I think, and some things happened, and why would you want to be in it if that person caused you physical harm? Why would I want to be around their friend? Let me ask this question. Let me clear this up. Why would I want to be around anybody that put their hands on one of my friends? That was an alcoholic and put their hands on one of my friends, Why would I want to be around that person, knowing the physical and mental harm that they caused my friend? Should I? Should I let it go because I'm still cool with them? What's up? What you think?
Um, I mean that's a pretty hard question. Honestly, it depends on the relationship. Like if I met, we're gonna use you as an example. If I met him from through you, he got to go. It's a wrap for him. But if I already knew him, or if I met you through him, it probably be a little bit hard for me to end the friendship. But I would not have him around you because I already know how you feel. I already know he caused you harm. He caused you pain. So I wouldn't be able to have you around him, but I wouldn't know how to just. I don't know. It depends. I don't know. I've never been in that situation before. That's kind of hard, Sam. That's kind of hard because I know me. I love you. Bug him. If we friends or not, bug him, and he would know that. Because everybody know me. If you know me, you know me. If you cool with me, you know me. You know I'm a ride or die for real. Like I'm riding with my people. And so yeah, that's a hard situation. But again, men they not. I don't get too personable with them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would ride with my friend.
My uh Phil says he gotta go and he wanna get effed up if he don't.
He ain't say F.
Yeah, you heard what I said. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, but why would you even want to be my friend? Why? I mean, like you used me an example. Why would I want to be TD's friend if I
Right.
know what he did to you. Now you done moved on, you done did whatever you're doing, you probably got another boo or whatever the case may be. Why would I still want to be his friend or he haha like all is well when I know what you did to my friend? Why would I
Right.
want that?
And you also know what your friend tells you for as the situation. Like I done told you, he hurt me, he hit me, or he whatever. And that's what broke up our relationship. So I don't have no reason to want to be around him. Why would you want to be around him? Why would you want to be cool with him? Yeah, 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 that part.
And then if you experience some of that by being around them and see, and that's why I say I love my friends. I love my friends because, and I call them my friends. And the reason why is because they with you with them. They know what you're going through in your personal, professional, in your family life. They know all of it. That's my friends. So if my
Yeah,
friends know what I'm dealing with and what I'm fooling with and what's going on and how it happened, then my expectations, and I can't tell nobody what to do. Nobody. But don't be mad at me when I make a decision to not fool with you. I mean, if I decide to step away or step back, don't be in your feelings because I decide to just take a deep breath or, take a break from you because I see where you are. I see what you're doing. So why am I going to be fooling with that when I know? Why would Phil want to keep being somebody's friend when he know the deal and know the situation,
right.
and know they be lying? Why would he want to even be, but me and him still cool. We A-Spoon cool. That's my brother. We doing, this, that, and the other. Why does he still want to be friends with an ex of mine or whatever the case may be? I mean, why?
Right. Right.
And how should I feel about my brother, you know, being, all cozy, or, what up, bruh? Let's go have a smoke. Let's go have a
Hmm.
drink. How would I, what's that all about?
Right.
And whose side are you really on? Because relationships are very, 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 very difficult. Very
Hmm.
difficult. Um,
Hmm.
but you got to work at them. These things I know. Um, been there and done that. And get to the point where you don't want to even try to be working on no relationship. You just be, you know, sometimes it's good to be by yourself, and just let their boat float in the sea, in the ocean by itself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's all good. My brother told me he ain't meeting nobody else, and it's a done deal. Don't bring nobody else to the house. Nobody can knock on the door. Ain't nobody coming into his life, mine, or nobody. And I was like, well, Dave, what happens if I jump the broom and all that stuff? It's like, I guess I can't invite nobody to what I'm doing. Phil said he might have to get up. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
And that's a difference. There is a difference. Um, we like a lot of people. We
Yeah.
like a lot of people, but yeah, and I love you, but I don't have to fool with them. I don't have to fool with them. I ain't gonna fake the funk either.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna speak to you and I ain't gonna talk to you. Ain't no conversation. For what? What are we talking? Why are we talking?
Right.
It's
Right.
all good. Life is good, God is good. It's all good. We just gotta keep moving and go on. But another thing I don't understand is how can you be married and kill your mate? How can you be married? What causes someone to be pushed to the limit where you causing some physically bodily harm? What relationships that are so, and I know somebody personally that their mate was actually wanted to kill them. I mean, like
Mm.
really wanted to kill them. What causes that? It's like, what does a person do to you in a relationship that caused you wanted to dismember somebody's body, throw them in the water, burn them up in a car, you know, throw fluid on them and let's set them on fire. I mean, it's just so much stuff that happens in relationships. It's just, for me, it doesn't make sense. But I have to ask them, why? Why do people do stupid stuff? Why?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
answer. I'm gonna try to answer because I'm not that person. Not have that mindset, but I do think that there's some really crazy and mentally insane people out here. And I think when people get into their relationships, they don't we'll never know everything about a person, right? And I think inside of the relationship, again, you seeing a representative of who this person really is. And it takes years upon years upon years to really, trust that this person is who they showing me they are until you make them mad. Once you make them mad, then you really know who they are. You see what I'm saying? Other than that, if everything's all fine and grandy the whole time, you will never know who that person really is. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's a lot of hate comes with wanting to kill or dismember. Dismember. Do you know how much work that takes to dismember somebody's body?
That you
That is
love.
that you supposed to have loved. But I think in their mind, they really feel like they insanely love this person. A lot of people feel like if I can't have that person, nobody going. Stuff like that is what causes murders and stuff of that nature. And I pray every night that I would never be with that type of person. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you'll never know. Like a person will never know. Like my husband will never know really what type of person I am until you make me mad. Which we done been down through there with on the mad stuff. So I know he can handle me if he get mad. I trust that. Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? But there's some just crazy lunatics out here that, we not insane like that. So we really can't answer for them. But we could try to figure it out just, with common sense. Well, and common sense tell me that they mental is all screwed up.
Yeah, because when and here's another thing when it comes to relationship, what causes people to hit the fan or whatever, it's like when you lead people on, you know, and you lying about the whole thing,
Everything.
yeah, and they're in it, and then something triggers, and then that's when they want to cause harm to you because
Hmm.
you've led them on, you've lied to them, and you just haven't been honest. They want to they people want to hurt individuals when they do that to them, and you don't know it until actually it happens because
Right.
the mental state in all of us, anything can boom, that's how I feel like anything can trigger a mental breakdown in somebody at any time. I ain't no
Mhm.
nurse, no doctor, nothing, but I do believe anything can happen to cause somebody to have a mental breakdown just like that. And once
Right.
that happens, you know, they click, and you laying up with next to them in the bed, and the next thing you know, something that happened. You don't know what happened, and it's like, they ain't alive, but you don't know, you can't remember what happened because it triggered it. But I guess that's some deep love. That's some real deep love. That's some
That's some
stuff.
insane love. So it's
But
funny that you brought this up because I was looking on Instagram earlier, as I always do, and the first thing that came on there was a story about a boy that killed. No, he beat his mom and then raped her. I meant to send that to you. He beat her like her eyes was like swollen, almost shut. She was black and blue, just black people though. She was, purple and red. And then they said he raped her. He raped his mother.
what triggered that? There's a trigger somewhere.
How how do that get triggered? To where
I don't.
I can understand the beat up part. Well, I can't understand. I'm just saying I see the beat up part if you get triggered. I don't see you actually sticking your penis, excuse my language, inside of your mother because you're triggered.
Something triggered it.
That's that's crazy.
Now, and then here's the thing. He could have been in a bad relationship. I mean, he could have been. His
That's
mom just,
insane.
I mean, I'm just saying he could have been in a bad relationship. He could have said something, or she could have said something, or something could have happened. I'm telling you that triggered his brain. I truly believe that people are triggered. If it's love, Love triggers people's brain that causes tendencies, things for them to act. Because for every action is a reaction. Something caused it. You know, there are, I believe, hereditary individuals that are paranoid schizophrenia. You know, your mom or dad was paranoid schizophrenic. More than, I mean, sometimes, you know, the genetics, you know, to run down the family tree. It's always something that can trigger an individual. And if they are truly in love with you and they would do anything for you and have done beyond the call of duty, beyond the call of duty for you, I truly believe in a relationship, it can cause someone to cause harm to another person. I believe that. I believe that. Then there's that piece where you grew up around it. I mean, you know, you grew up around it. Phil said it isn't love to physically hurt someone or worse, kill them. Well, if you, here's my thing with that. Why did you do it? Well, I loved them. You and I know that, Phil. We hear that all the time. I loved her. She shouldn't have did what she did. You know, I love that girl. I gave her everything. We have heard that on many radio runs going to domestic violences. We have. You know, I loved her. You know, I gave this girl everything. You know, I paid for this. That's my car. You know, I took care of kids that wasn't mine. I loved her, which caused something to happen. She triggered him some kind of way. And we can say it isn't love, but at the end of the day, if we sitting up there listening to that man or that woman, and you and I know most of the time it's the woman with the man, you know, that's she ready to, you know, kill him and beat him up because she done caught him doing something. You know, she done did this, that, and the other for him and let him have this and let him in her life. You're right. They should move on.
Move on.
They should move on. But you and I know, once again, being in law enforcement, we'll do what we got to do on our part. But then the next thing, because they love them so much, they let them right back in. They gone for a few days. They let him right back in because he'll say something that'll let him in. Not saying it isn't going to hurt. Oh, we know that. It's going, you know, as what they say, in time, all wounds will heal. Just got to let it ride the wave. So, and do what it do. But you and I know it ain't that easy for some people. It's not. We've actually seen it. You know, we've actually filed the charges, and then next thing you know, she ain't going to court because she loves him. Well, Phil say most wounds. I mean, I get it. You know, they in time, I don't care if it's 5-10 years down the road. In time, all wounds will heal. Period. All wounds will heal in time. I believe that. You just got to give it time. That's if you want to give it time. Some people don't want to give it time. They move right on to the next person immediately. And ain't skipped the beat, ain't missed nothing. They just went on to the next. So you covering up. What are you covering up? Because you covering up love that you had for that person. You want to jump right into the sack with another one? Have at it and do what it do. Y'all know what time it is. It's Wind Down Wednesday. And it's been a long, what's the day? Wednesday? Oh, I just said baby. TikTok. You know, my thing is, this week is last week, starting at the weekend, was, you know, one of our friends' mom passed away. He wasn't there with her. I don't know if it was all of a sudden and passed away. Then I got wind of news that another friend of mine ended up with cancer, got Hodgkin's lymphoma. Here's Phil. Phil said, but when you treat a person good, that person don't forget. You're right. You can't forget. You cannot forget when you were treated good. You cannot. You're right. They might not show it. But then again, they do show it. And here is why I say they show it. I think they show it by doing other things, by trying to fulfill what they no longer have. Case in point, let's go back to what I said earlier. Sleeping around with everybody, doing what you want to do, if she's younger or whatever. That's what I say. You're just doing it in a different way. Yeah, you might miss him or her, but your actions, you're acting out in different ways. But it is what it is. You do what it do. That's on that person that caused all of that. So you can make up all the kind of things that you want in life, but at the end of the day, that's why I love my friends, man. That's why I love my friends.
Mhm.
Because it's like I would know if Phil and Joy something going on with them. I would know because we close, we extremely close. So I would know if there was something going on, and because we always hanging out, we're always doing something, we always this, that, and the other. So being around people, you see, and I don't have to. Phil wouldn't have to tell me nothing about Joy. Joy wouldn't have to tell me nothing about Phil because I would see it. And I would be around it. So you form your own opinion. You form your own feeling about that person and what they did and how I would form my own opinion what Joy did. I would form my own opinion of feeling of what Phil did, you know, and I would check them, is it right or wrong? Hey, and you're right. And I don't ever take sides. Nope. I sure don't. Not with y'all. You are absolutely correct. I don't take sides because you know me. Let both of y'all handle it. You wrong, you wrong. Now what we gonna do? But that's the love that we have for each other and the respect that we have for each other, and we'll see it and we'll call it out. You know, in the face, not in the face or whatever, we'll call it out. But some people can't take that. But that's why I like being around people that are, I tell my people all the time, I'm around married folks. If you put me around some married people, you can't put me in nobody's trouble. You can't put me nowhere I ain't got no business being because I'm always around married people. And I don't have no issue with that. I'm cool with that because there's times you need to be around married couples as a single person so you can see what it may be like, the possibilities of what it could be like, the expectations. And then they'll be able to meet your friend and whether or not they'll say, he ain't the one. She ain't the one. So you get to move on because your friends know you better than almost better than anybody, with the exception of your family. Period.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying. And we honest with each other. Sometimes, Phil is sandpaper 24/7. He just oh Jesus.
Phil is not sandpaper 24/7.
Sure. Anything can happen at any given time with my brother, and he gonna let you know, regardless. It don't even matter. So he is sandpaper. I'm just he will let you know. Period. There are some times that I have known him to hold back. Very few, because he feels like, what's the point? They're gonna still do what they want to do. They ain't gonna listen no way.
Right.
So what's the point of saying anything? So relationships are hard, whether or not you're in a relationship with the male or female, whether it's just a relationship with friends. That's why when I sent that message out to the group today about March, and I'm like, no, don't be, I know who I want to be there. I don't want you to be like, oh, Sandy having a party, you can come with me. No, it's not that kind. No, that's for you.
Right.
You got a boyfriend, fiance, significant other, a husband, a wife. That's who you bring with you. You don't bring your friend because y'all like that, y'all cool with each other. No, that ain't kind of party because they didn't get the invite. You did. Period, Pooh.
Period.
And it don't become list like, I know people, I know the ones in the group that's got somebody and don't have. So don't be bringing nobody strange to my event.
Right.
To my party. That's the way I see it. But now your party open to the world.
It is.
You just open up your party to everybody. I'm gonna have to sit in the corner, get my seat, sit in the corner, and chill and look and see what's going on.
You might find somebody saying you might find somebody.
No, this
ain't gonna be 70. They gonna be 50 and up.
Man, it's Cincinnati. They ain't coming from out of. If they ain't coming from out of Cincinnati, it's a wrap.
Now my people that's coming from out of Cincinnati is already married.
That's what I'm saying. It's a wrap. Ain't no. But I'm good.
He is a good guy. I will say that, but she a good wife too. So
I'm good. I'm, as Freddie Jackson say, nice and slow, taking it nice and slow. I ain't in
and
no
they
rush.
they they coming from Charlotte. They coming from North Carolina.
Yeah, I ain't in no rush.
North Carolina in the build. What I do, Phil? What I do?
He said I might find somebody. Somebody might be there,
In the
but he won't.
building.
But he won't be 70. That's what he laughing at.
Ah, okay. Nah, he ain't gonna be stabbing me.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm like I said, with Freddie Jackson say, nice and slow. I'm good with that. I ain't in no big old rush to do nothing. I got some things going on that I need to do.
Facts.
That's
Facts.
first. I don't need nobody slowing me down. I had that, been there and done that already. Been there, 63.
63. 63 to cut off now.
Now you done brought it down 2 more notches. It was 65.
Right.
Now I
63 to
said
cut off.
63. I'm like, hey, no,
Oh,
but
Lord.
it's all
Lord.
good. It's all good. You live and you learn to live. That is one of my mottos.
That's true. That's absolutely the truth.
I don't like ugly, and people reap what they sow. So,
Karma.
happiness, look,
Yeah.
Phil said he brought it down because I got too much energy. Phil, I'm slowing down, buddy. I'm slowing down. I'm slowing down. I'm taking a step or two back.
Just stop it. Stop it, ladies.
I'm
Stop
just
it,
saying.
please.
I'm slowed down a little bit. And it took us. I mean, I got to take a
What? The
step back.
last two days?
I got to take a step back if I'm gonna meet a 70-year-old.
I don't think you're gonna meet him.
I don't know
I
who.
don't think you are.
I don't know who God got for me. I'm waiting on Jesus.
Right. You don't want to allow an age to stop that.
I'm waiting on Jesus. Phil, it depends on who party it
Facts,
is.
Phil.
You
He
the
about
life.
to be the life of my party.
You the life of the party too, brother. You the life of the party too. That's why we have so much fun together. That's why when I meet people and I meet men, he's one of the first ones that I talk about because he liked to cap on people. He liked to talk, but he also know that if he says something, he know if that individual can take it or not take it. So he's very observant.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus, see what I'm saying? He's talking about Jesus old. What crazy.
I ain't tapping in on that. That sandpaper coming out of him.
I told you 24/7.
I'm not following up on that.
That boy crazy. That's what I'm saying. It's like
OMG.
he is a nutcase.
That
Crazy.
lady said, Jesus, with the S word in front of it.
Girl, he showed.
What's wrong with him, saying?
This is why when I meet people, when I meet somebody, if I bring somebody into my life and somebody into my circle, I definitely have to tell them who are the sandpapers around me. Feel one of them. I tell them in a heartbeat, my brother is this kind of person. And my brother is that kind of person. I'm just letting you know before you even meet him. Right. This is who he is and this is how he is. And you like him or you don't like him. At the end of the day, I don't care if you like him because it ain't about you. I love my brother. Right. I love my brother. And guess what? If he sees something, because sometimes he'll see something that I don't see. There's a lot of times in relationships we see things that because we can be blinded by the fact that we may love that person, but we can't see it because we do love that person. On the other hand, you and Phil may see something that I can't see, and you're going to let me know what it is. So do we need to? No, we don't need to talk about no soft walkers. There you go. See what I'm saying? There you go. Which, and it's like, and it wasn't even that kind of party. You know how, and this is the kind of, I like bringing people around my friends. And there may not even be any interest in that person, but sometimes I feel safer around my friends with an individual. That way they can see, okay, look, yeah, you might have some potential. You might need to give him a chance or whatever, and I'm up here, no, can't do that. I'm not going to do that. Now you need to give him a chance. I see something that you ain't seeing. You know, I hear something that he's saying that you ain't hearing. So that's the kind of stuff that I be talking about. But we already know with South Walkers, that wasn't gonna be no, that was not gonna ever take place or happen. So I bring people around my friends because I need my friends to see who this person is, because there may be something that I miss. But then when you love somebody and you in love with somebody, you still may miss it, but your friends are not gonna miss it. Your family ain't gonna miss it. Your brothers and sisters not gonna miss it, because they're gonna see whatever you're not seeing. They're gonna hear.
Absolutely.
They're gonna hear what you're not hearing. It may be, I heard him say this, or I heard her say that. When you did this, she did that. It's like, oh, I don't think, So that's the kind of stuff. That's just the reason why I personally bring my people, whoever I'm, trying to kick it with or whatever. They're gonna meet my folks. So but my brother said nobody. So we ain't bringing nobody to the picnic. We ain't bringing nobody to the family reunion. We ain't bringing nobody to the party. We riding solo. Because I ain't got nobody to bring. So I'm gonna be solo. I'm gonna be solo. I'm gonna be sitting back with my glasses on. But I'm gonna be sharp as a tack though. I'm gonna be sweet. You better listen. I'm bringing
come with it.
I'm bringing it. Baby.
You better come with it.
I'm doing some things, Your birthday, Pisces in effect, Pisces in the building. We about to make it happen twice, in February and in March. So it's about to go down. We about to have a great time. We about to enjoy life to the fullest. And
Facts.
We just got to live life. We just got to live. We got to do what we can do to live and live and love, So
I agree.
With that being said, it's about that time, because I'm busy. It's 8:00 and I still got stuff to do. My night don't end until I hit the pillow. And then the next thing you know, I'm up again at 5:00 making that thing happen again. So, the beat goes on. Got to keep moving. Got to keep moving and staying healthy at the same time. So we come to that piece where we about to leave y'all with some positive words that are coming out of our mouth. What you got in there, Boo?
Give everybody a chance. Well, not everybody. Give people a chance. Don't judge. Don't judge Sandy.
I don't.
Him 71. He might be that bomb diggy that God sent, but you judge him because of his age now. It's a wrap. So give him a chance. That first chance don't happen. Peace. Positive.
That's it. Give people a chance. That's what you're saying.
Yes, ma'am.
And sometimes you give them a chance and it's like, oh, why? But it's all good. At the end of the day, y'all know me. Positive in, positive out. And it's always better to give than it is to receive. Be careful who you pick and who you choose. And at the end of the day, I say, wait on God. Let God do it. Pray about it. Let God send it to you. How about that? And we'll talk to you later. Hasta la vista. Till next week.